I got the Hotpoint 8400 BTU air conditioner down on the floor now. I want to take it apart and clean it out. So, the front cover has to come off first, obviously, and this part, you push down on it on both sides and it'll come out. So let me do that off camera because I need two hands to do it. I got the cover, or the front grille off anyway, and now I have to take the rest of this front part off. It's got 4 screws, 2 on each side that have to come out, and then this whole panel will come off. I've never taken one of these GE Quiet Air / Hotpoint Quiet Airs apart before, so I'm kind of learning as I go. I got the whole front off of it now, though. It's right there. And the next thing I'm going to do is take off the side spacers. Those are bolted on or screwed on, whatever. And then I'll worry about getting the rest of the cover off. I got both side panels off. Screws are all right there. And there's one screw that went in from the top of this piece. Took that one out. The rest of these come up from the inside, so I'm guessing that those don't even have to be removed. So now I'm going to start taking the rest of the screws out. Looks like we got Torx screws on here that'll have to come off. And if we look at the back, it's got regular hex head screws on the back grate. I don't know if this has to be removed to remove the whole cover or not, but I'm just going to take this off anyway. Got the back cover off. And I can see the fan better. Maybe you can see the compressor a little too, but you'll be able to see it much better once I take all the rest of this stuff off. Alright, I got all the screws out. And as you can see, it took a little bit more tools than I thought it would. Always gotta be one screw that has to be a pain in the ass. This one was stripped out, and I tried drilling it out. Broke several drill bits and ended up having to use the angle grinders to cut a groove into it. I was originally just going to grind the head off of the bolt, but I decided to try putting a groove in there so I could use a flathead screwdriver on it, and it worked. So, yep. After a lot of swearing and several broken drill bits, I think I can finally take this cover off. Okay, I got the main cover off now. You can see how big those 2 capacitors are. So yeah, it's got one for the compressor and one for the fan motor. That's interesting. It's got a real big looking compressor. It's a lot bigger than the one, or at least from this angle it looks bigger than the one in the Slumberline and the Carry Cool, but of course those are an older design. Yeah, this is one well-built air conditioner. You can just see how thick those wires are in there. This thing is crazy. Alright, I'm going to take this back cover off, and then we can actually start washing this thing, and we can see the compressor better. Alright, so here's a little tip. And let me turn the flashlight down. Loosen this retainer that holds the fan blade in place, and push the fan blade in further on the shaft so you can get this cover off. If you don't do that, it will not come off because the fan hits that shroud. Alright, finally got that thing off. And yeah, we got a big General Electric fan motor. I don't know if this has oil ports on it or not, but it's a very nice motor. This air conditioner is very different inside from what I'm used to. I mean, it's actually pretty, shares a lot of things with the GE Carry Cool, but it's definitely not what you would usually expect in a window air conditioner, and that's very typical of GE to make things unusual, especially in this back in this era. I'm gonna take that fan blade off just for no reason, just so we can see the motor better. Alright, you can see the motor better now. That is one big motor. So I'm going to spray these coils with that foaming coil cleaner, and then we'll rinse them. This thing is actually not really that dirty inside at all. And there's a better look at the rotary compressor. It is all clean. I'm gonna start putting it back together now. Put the cover back on. Well, I gotta put that on first with that screen, wherever that went. Oh, it's on the floor right there. It is now completely put back together. Nice and clean. Let's start up. I don't know if the compressor is going to start right now, but we'll find out. Yep, it did. You can probably hear that water sloshing around in the back. Because I didn't dump all of it out when I was done cleaning it. And as usual, it's already getting cold. This thing gets cold really, really fast. I got the filter for it right there, but that thing is kind of deteriorating, so I'm just going to get a new one for it eventually. Nice and cool. Plenty of airflow through here. That's good. Same for the sides. Let it run for a while.